Hi, boys and girls. So yesterday I told you that we would be starting on volume 2 in our math book, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to be starting a new lesson in volume 2 of our math book. We're going to be starting geometry, which means we're going to be looking at shapes. Okay? So if you look at my screen right now, we have the title of our lesson says 2D shapes. 2D shape lessons. What is 2D? 2 means two-dimensional. So if we look at shapes, this is three-dimensional because I can look at it from 3 different angles. I can look at it like this, and like this. If it's 2D, it's flat like paper. I can look at paper like this and like this, but when I put it sideways like that, it's flat. So this is two-dimensional. So when you think two-dimensional, think flat like paper. Okay? So we're going to be looking at two-dimensional shapes. And let me erase this before we go to our next slide. So the goal of our lesson today says, I can name and describe 2D shapes. So you got to think, by the end of this lesson, I want you to be able to name and describe the two-dimensional shapes that we're going through. Okay, before I go into this, I want to talk to you about how we describe shapes. So just like we would describe people are all different, right? Like Miss Cortez looks different than Miss Peterson. How do you know it's Miss Cortez? Well, we can think of different things to describe Miss Cortez, right? I have brown, shorter hair, right? My hair's parted in the middle. I have 2 brown eyes. So these are some things that describe me. Just like there are words that describe me and that help you know that it's me, there are words that describe shapes. There are 2 words that describe shapes. We can describe a shape by its side and by its vertex or vertices. Let me start with side. So a side is one of the lines that makes up the shape. So a side needs to be a straight line. So sides are the straight lines that make up a shape. This shape, for example, has 1, 2, 3, and 4 lines, right? So this has 4 sides. Let me see. We need to erase. Okay, and another word that describes are vertices. What is a vertice? Vertices. So a vertex is a point where 2 or more sides meet. So remember we said sides are straight lines. So here we have 1 side, 2 sides. The point where they meet is called a vertex. So if it's 1 point, then it's called a vertex. But this shape has more than 1 point where the lines meet. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. So this shape has 4 vertices. If it's just 1, we call it a vertex. If it's more than 1, we call it vertices. So this shape has 4 vertices. All right, let's get started. So the first shape we're going to look at is a circle. Okay, you've seen a circle before. So here we have the shape, the name, and then these are some objects that we can see in real life that are the shape of a circle. For example, a cookie, a pizza, yum, a button, a donut, and a kiwi. These are all the shape of a circle. Now, a circle has 0 sides and 0 vertices because remember, a side needs to be a straight line. A circle doesn't have a straight line. The circle goes round and round. So it has 0 sides and 0 vertices because there's no point where the lines meet. If it has no straight lines, there's no point for them to meet. So a circle has 0 sides and 0 vertices. Okay? Let's take a look at our next shape. Triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was a bad one, but you know what I'm saying. 3 sides because it has 3 straight lines and 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. A triangle. Look at this word, tri. Those of you that speak Spanish, it sounds like almost like tres. And tres is 3, right? So tri means 3. It has 3 sides and 3 vertices. And then over here we have some examples. I think that's like a half sandwich, a pizza, a flag, and a piece of watermelon. Okay, let's look at our next shape. Rectangle. Rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides, so 4 straight lines. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 4 lines and 4 vertices. Kind of like the triangle, right? But what's different? What's different between the rectangle and the triangle? I mean, the square, Ms. Cortez. Between the rectangle and the square. They both have 4 sides, and they both have 4 vertices. Here we have some examples. We have a dollar bill is a rectangle. This looks like an iPad. It's a rectangle. A chocolate bar. This is an outlet and a door. So those are rectangles. Let's look at our next shape. Square. Our square has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 4 straight lines, 4 sides, and 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how is the square different from the rectangle that we just saw? They both have 4 sides and 4 vertices. How are they different? And then we have some examples here. We have a board game is a square. This looks like a puzzle. We have a graph or a chart, a picture frame of an adorable little doggy, and a piece of cheese, a slice of cheese. Okay, and let's look at our next shape. A rhombus. Say that word with me. Rhombus. Rhombus. A rhombus. A rhombus has 4 sides because it has 4 straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it also has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. How is the rhombus different from the rectangle and the square that we just saw? It's kind of like tilted, right? It's like if we took a square and we kind of tilted it like a diamond. So this is called a rhombus. And we have an example here of a diamond on a ring and a gem or a diamond on a crown, a kite, and then we have a street sign. The street sign is a rhombus as well. So it has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Okay. Our next one is a pentagon. Pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides, 5 straight lines, 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 sides and 5 vertices for the pentagon. And then we have here a flower with 5 sides and a doghouse with 5 sides, a necklace, and some earrings. All right. Let's look at our next shape. Okay, we have, I think, 2 more. Hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sides. Kind of like this necklace too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of like we stack 2 of them together. So if I were to cut this in half, it's like if we put them together and then we open them, they're the same. So it has 6 sides and 6 vertices. And then this is a beehive or a bee honeycomb. And then we have, this looks like, I'm not quite sure what that is. It kind of looks like a spider web, but not quite. I'm not sure. But it has 6 sides and 6 vertices, so it's called a hexagon. Hexagon. And finally, we have our octagon. 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 An octagon has 8 sides and 8 vertices. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides, 8 straight lines, and 8 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 vertices. An example of an octagon in real life is the stop sign. So next time you see a stop sign, count how many sides and how many vertices, and it should be 8. Okay, a stop sign is an octagon. Then we have a clock and a window. So they all have 8 sides and 8 vertices. Alrighty. So then this is just a quick review. A circle has 0 sides, 0 vertices. A triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices. A rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. A square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. A rhombus has 4 sides and 4 vertices. A trapezoid has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Oh, there are a lot of shapes with 4 sides and 4 vertices, aren't there? Then we have a pentagon with 5 sides and 5 vertices. A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices. And finally, we have the octagon that has 8 sides and 8 vertices. Octagon. Okay, now you're going to help me identify the shape. So you're going to, I know that we're not together, so you can't totally tell me what the shape is, but I want you to try it at home, and then you're going to check your answer with me. Okay, so this is what shape? Is it a circle, a square, a triangle, a rhombus, a rectangle, a cylinder, a pentagon, hexagon, or an octagon? What do you think this is called? This is a square. Let me grab it. This is called a square. Good job. Okay, now let's go check our next one. What's this shape? This is called a how many sides and how many vertices? Remember? Ooh. This is a triangle. Tres. It has three. Tres. Un triángulo. Tres. Triangle. Okay. What's this one called? Oh, easy peasy. This is a circle. The circle doesn't want to come. Circle. Okay, let's check our next shape. Oh, what is this one called? That's a tricky one. I'm going to narrow it down for you. Is this a rhombus? Is it a pentagon? Actually, it's not even on here. The word for it is not even on here, boys and girls. This is a trapezoid, and I don't see it on here. It's not on here. Let's go to our next one. What shape is this? How many sides? How many vertices? So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. What do we call a shape that has 6 sides and 6 vertices? Is it a pentagon, a hexagon, or an octagon? A shape with 6 sides and 6 vertices is called a hexagon. Hexagon. Ooh, wrong one, Miss Cortez. Hexagon. Nope, it's grabbing the wrong one again. Hexagon. Good. Okay, let's try our next one. What shape is this? How many sides? How many vertices? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it a pentagon, a hexagon, or an octagon? What do you think? If it has 5 sides and 5 vertices, it is called a pentagon. Pentagon. What's this one? Is it a square? No. Is it a triangle? No. This is called a rectangle. Rectangle. Okay, and this one's tricky. It's not a diamond. It has a different name. So I'm going to narrow it down for you. Is it a triangle? No. Is it a rhombus? It's a rhombus. Okay, and I think that's our last one. We know that one's a square, circle, triangle. What is this one? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We said that was a pentagon. Okay. So then we just have some pictures of things that look like the shapes. Right? So we know a kite looks like a rhombus. A donut looks like a circle. And then like a honeycomb or looks like a hexagon. It has 6 sides. And then a dollar bill looks like a rectangle. A stop sign looks like a, do you remember? Octagon. Octagon. And these earrings look like a pentagon because they have 5 sides and 5 vertices. This frame is a square. This watermelon is a triangle. And this necklace is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a hexagon because it has 6 sides and 6 vertices. That is called a hexagon. And this is called a rhombus. So it also has 4 sides and 4 vertices, but it's a little bit tilted. Okay, I think that's where we're going to stop today. I'm going to assign you, so you're going to get to use whoa, that was big. You're going to get to use your volume 2 math book today. Woo! So you're going to start the first lesson. So our first lesson is going to be, and I'll post it online too. It's on page 635. 635 in volume 2 of your math book. And the title of your lesson says squares and rectangles. So the only shapes that you're going to be looking at today are squares and rectangles. So remember, from what we looked at, how many sides does a square have? A square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a rectangle also has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it also has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the only shapes you're looking at today are squares and rectangles. You're going to work on problems 1 through problems 1 through 10. So all you're going to have to do is identify for me how many sides you see and how many vertices. So remember, sides are straight lines and vertices are the points where those lines meet. So this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 vertices. Okay? Alrighty, boys and girls. Good luck and good job. Uh-oh.